Welcome to the overview video for UFC Fight Night Blanchfield vs Barber at the Apex in Las Vegas, where we will go over all picks that have been made by the UFC Predictions Channels on YouTube and find out for each fight on this card which fighters have been picked the most and see if there might be some good betting opportunities on this card. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first fight of the night is in the women's strawweight division between Rayanne dos Santos and Ardelean. And Dos Santos is a pretty big favorite with minus 280 in average odds and with plus 220 Elise the underdog. With 92% of the picks from the Tapology community, Dos Santos is the big favorite and most are expecting she will win this fight via decision. And also in picks by the YouTube Prediction Channels, Dos Santos is the favorite and she is picked by 37 out of 45 channels to win this fight for 82%. And almost all of the best predictors over the last 12 months picked Dos Santos to win with 6 out of 7. The best favorite predictors picked the favorite Dos Santos 4 out of 7 and the best underdog predictors picked the underdog Elise 1 out of 7. As a quick reminder, or for those new to the channel, the best prediction channels are highlighted in green. Dark green means they had a 5% or higher return on investment over the past 12 months and light green means they had a return on investment below 5%. I also track the best predictors for favorites and underdogs separately. The best favorite predictors have the highest ROI based only on the picks for betting favorites and best underdog predictors had the highest ROI based only on the picks for underdogs. For a full breakdown of the best predictors, check out the 1 year results video, which is linked in the video description or at the end of this video. The next fight of the prelims is in the lightweight division between MarQuel Mederos and Bolaji. With minus 175, Bolaji is the favorite and with plus 145, Mederos the underdog. Although Mederos is the underdog, almost 2/3 of the Tapology community have picked him to win this fight for 65%. Do the YouTube prediction channels also go against the odds makers? They don't. They agree with the odds makers only slightly, because Bolaji is the favorite with 25 out of 46 for 54%. But when we look at the best predictors, Bolaji is a big favorite with 6 out of 8 for 75%, and the best predictors 5 out of 8. And the best underdog predictors see some value in the underdog MarQuel Mederos with 3 out of 8. Up next we have a fight in the welterweight division, which is officially a catchweight fight between Andreas Gustafsson and Trevin Giles. Gustafsson is the favorite with minus 160 and with plus 135 Giles the underdog. Although Gustafsson is a slight favorite, he is a huge favorite in picks by the Tapology community with 87% and most are expecting he will win this fight via KO/TKO. He's also a big favorite in picks by the YouTube prediction channels with 36 out of 43 for 84%. And the best predictors, the best favorite and underdog predictors all picked him to win 6 out of 6. So Gustafsson is a much bigger favorite in picks by the Tapology community and the YouTube prediction channels than the odds suggest. Up next we go to the lightweight division for a fight between Leavitt and Holobaugh. With minus 195 in average odds, Leavitt is the favorite and the underdog is Holobaugh with plus 160. 77% of the Tapology community also pick Leavitt as the favorite and most of them are expecting he will win this fight via decision. 33 channels out of 47 also pick Leavitt to win for 70%. And the best predictors, best favorite and underdog predictors all pick him 5 out of 8. If you enjoy the content and find it helpful or informative, then don't forget to like this video or subscribe. Thank you so much. The next fight is in the flyweight division between Allan Nascimento and Jafel Filho. And this fight is also pretty close in odds. Allan Nascimento is a slight favorite with minus 160 and Jafel Filho the underdog with plus 130. This fight is pretty close in picks by the Tapology community and is in fact the closest in picks of this card by them. They slightly favor Nascimento with 60% and are expecting he will win via decision. But this fight is super close in picks by the YouTube prediction channels and Allan Nascimento is picked by one channel more for 24 out of 37 and 23 out of 47 for Jafel Filho, making this also the closest fight in picks by the YouTube prediction channels. What about the best predictors? Well, for now it's basically a coin flip and each fighter got 4 out of 8 for 50%. We only see a big difference when we look at the best favorite predictors and I don't have much faith in the favorite Allan Nascimento because he's only picked 2 out of 8 and the best underdog predictors also have it 4 out of 8 for 50%. So all across the board everyone is divided on this fight and it's basically a coin flip. Then we go to the women's bantamweight division for a fight between Ketlen Vieira and Macy Chiasson. And this fight is the closest in odds on this card, with minus 119 for Macy, making her the slight favorite, and minus 102 for Ketlen Vieira. But it's not so close in picks by the Tapology Community, and Macy Chiasson is the favorite with 65%. And as we usually see in women's fight, most are expecting that she will win via decision. In picks by the YouTube Prediction Channels, this fight is a lot closer, and Macy Chiasson is the small favorite, and 26 out of 46 pick her to win for 56%. And when we look at the best predictors, it's a coin flip and it's 4 out of 8 for each. And we see the same with the best favorite predictors, also 4 out of 8. And the best underdog predictors slightly favor Ketlen Vieira with 5 out of 8. Opening up the main card, we have a fight in the middleweight division between Zach Reese and Dusko Todorovic. And Zach Reese is the favorite with minus 245 in average odds, and with plus 195 Dusko the underdog. In picks by the Tapology Community, Reese is a huge favorite with 90%, and most are expecting he will win this fight via KO TKO. And the prediction channels on YouTube agree. 40 out of 48 predict that he will win this fight for 83%. And Zach Reese is also the big favorite in picks by the best predictors with 8 out of 8, and the best favorite predictors 7 out of 8. Do any of the best underdog predictors have faith in the underdog Dusko? None of them have faith in Dusko, with 0 out of 8. So almost everyone is expecting Zach Reese to win this fight. The next fight is between Dustin Jacoby and Bruno Lopez in the light heavyweight division. With minus 185, Dustin Jacoby is the favorite and Bruno Lopez the underdog with plus 150. And the Tapology Community agree with the odds makers, and Jacoby is picked 69%. Most are expecting he will win this fight via KO TKO. And also the prediction channels on YouTube agree, and 35 out of 48 pick Dustin Jacoby, or 73%. He's also the big favorite in picks by the best predictors over the last 12 months with 7 out of 8, and the best favorite predictors 6 out of 8. And only 1 out of 8 of the best underdog predictors go with the underdog Bruno Lopez. Want to stay ahead with the latest picks, odds and stats for all fights while supporting the channel? Consider becoming a Buy Me a Coffee member or a Patreon supporter. After this video, every Friday and Saturday I update the latest stats with newly added picks from all UFC prediction channels, the best predictors and the most profitable favorite and underdog predictors. Updated odds, track how the betting lines shift daily. Tapology stats, see if the MMA community's picks are changing. Support the channel and get exclusive daily updates. Links are in the description. I'd really appreciate it. Up next, we go to the welterweight division for a fight between Ramiz Brahimaj and Billy Ray Goff. With minus 355, Billy Ray Goff is the biggest favorite in odds on this card. And with plus 270, Ramiz the underdog. 83% of the Tapology Community pick Goff to win, and most are expecting he will win this fight via KO or TKO. And we see the same results in picks by the YouTube prediction channels. 35 out of 40 pick him to win for 87.5%. And the best predictors, the best favorite and underdog predictors all pick him 5 out of 6. Because this was one of the last fights put together on this card, less picks have been made by the YouTube prediction channels. But also, in general, most channels are not too excited about this card, so some of them didn't make a video at all. And then, for the co-main event of the evening, we go to the lightweight division for a fight between Mateusz Gamrot and Ludovic Klein. And again, we have a pretty close fight in odds. Mateusz Gamrot is the slight favorite with minus 165 and Ludovic Klein the underdog with plus 135. Gamrot is a big favorite in picks by the Tapology Community with 76%, and most are predicting this fight will go to the scorecards. He is a smaller favorite in picks by the YouTube prediction channels with 28 out of 48 predicting he will win this fight for 58%. But we see something really interesting when we look at the best predictors, because almost all of them disagree with the odds makers, the Tapology Community and the YouTube prediction channels overall. And 7 out of 8 pick Ludovic Klein to win this fight. The favorite fighter in odds, Mateusz Gamrot, is only picked by the best favorite predictors 1 out of 8. And the underdog, Ludovic Klein, is picked by the best underdog predictors 6 out of 8. So they have a lot of faith in this underdog. So, really interesting to see how the best predictors disagree with the odds makers, the Tapology Community and the YouTube prediction channels in general. We will find out this Saturday if they are right. And then, for the main event of the evening, we have a fight in the women's flyweight division between number 4 ranked Erin Blanchfield and number 5 ranked Maycee Barber. Erin Blanchfield is the big favorite with minus 240 in average odds, and with plus 195 Maycee Barber the underdog. Blanchfield is also a pretty big favorite in picks by the Tapology Community with 76%, and most are expecting this fight will go to the judges. And she's even a bigger favorite in picks by the YouTube Prediction Channels. 39 out of 47 channels predict that she will win for 83%. And almost all of the best predictors with 7 out of 8 predict that Erin Blanchfield win, and the best favorite predictors 8 out of 8. And the underdog, Maycee Barber, is picked by the best underdog predictors only 1 out of 8. So almost everyone agrees that this will be a pretty rough night for Maycee Barber. What are some of the best betting opportunities on this card? The first one is Andreas Gustafsson. He is the slight favorite with minus 116 average odds, but is a big favorite overall and is picked 100% by the best predictors and best favorite predictors. The next one is Zach Reese. He is a pretty big favorite with minus 245 and the payout is not so high, but he is picked 100% by the best predictors and the best favorite predictors 7 out of 8. And then the last best betting opportunity on this card is the underdog Leavitt Klein with an average of plus 135. Although he is the underdog in odds, almost all of the best predictors with 7 out of 8 predicted he will win this fight, and also the best underdog predictors pick him 6 out of 8. So they see a lot of value in this underdog. Hope you enjoyed this overview of all the fight picks. If you found it helpful, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support the channel while getting exclusive updates, consider becoming a Patreon supporter or a member on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome weekend, enjoy the fights, and I will see you in the next video.